Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am going to go ahead and, I don't know where all these things are. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this card. It's card number 3 that I've designed, just kind of staring at my new products, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This one is mostly going to feature the Custom Ornament ThinCuts. I will leave the links in the description box below for all the available products that I use. And so we're going to go ahead and get started on this one. This should be a fairly quick card, but I'm still going to do voiceover, so let's get going. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is just a little bit, it's just, I guess, kind of like a mini kit of papers that I put together that I'm thinking is what I will need for this card. I went through and did like 16 plus little mini kits, just so that I don't have to cut all the papers out and kind of figure all that out. I can already have all that part done so that my videos can be a little bit shorter for you guys. So right now I'm just adhering the card front to the card base, and then I decide I'm going to start with the die cutting. So I am going to die cut, I want to say 5, 6 of these. One of them is going to be my main focus, and then the others, 2 of them are going to be my main focus of the card, and then the other 2 are going to be partials. So yeah, you will understand what I'm talking about when you see what I'm doing. So I do end up wondering why I don't know, instead of you'll see later, instead of backing some of these, I needed to just cut more of them, because I don't know what I was thinking, but maybe I had forgotten what I had planned. I don't know. So this is going to be one of the main focus of the card. You saw that I did the silver glitter, which is not close to my heart. For those of you who don't know, I'm a consultant, so I do tend to get, support my being a consultant with buying close to my heart, but I love close to my heart stuff, so I will often use close to my heart products. I will often use not close to my heart products too, honestly. Yeah, I'm a crafter first, to be honest. I don't just stick with one company. There's millions of okay, maybe not millions. Well, there are millions of great companies, but there are like thousands of great crafting companies, and I can't just limit myself to one. So it really just kind of puts a cramp in your creativity, so, or mine anyways. So that is the the top of the bulb, ornament, whatever you want to call it, and then I'm going to go ahead and this one, as you can see, I did the center design. Now on the first one I'm not going to do a center design because I will be stamping on it. So what I should have done was I should have done 4 of these, but my mind today was not on the same page as it was when I designed the card in the first place. So yeah, if I had gone ahead and just cut 4 of these, then it would have been much easier, I think, to do the front. So yeah, I'm just getting all those little bits out of there. And see, I didn't need to do this part because it's not going to be a standalone piece. So I definitely could have not backed those. I could have just cut out more. And if I do this card again, I will definitely do that. I actually really do like how this card turned out. But yeah, so that is a tip for if you guys try it. Excuse me. I was not expecting a yawn. So this is where my stamping comes in. Part of my stamping comes in. I am going to go ahead and use Happy Holidays. And at first I'm like, "Ugh, I can do this, but it's going to be so difficult. Maybe I should just do some stamp surgery." And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I'm like, yes, I do, because it will make it so much easier. So I do. And honestly, as long as you keep that, you can really keep them line them up very easily anyways. So yeah, I just stuck with that, and I was gonna do oh no, that was on the next one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I didn't spoil it. Okay, so I am going to emboss, and oh my goodness, it has been a really long time since I have like blown embossing powder all over my area, my crafting area, because usually I put away the embossing powder before I bring my heat gun out, and there's a reason for that. Because otherwise I end up blowing it all over my desk. So I did end up blowing it all over my desk, and I did end up having to vacuum it and all that good stuff, but I do that after I'm done with the card. So yeah, I was just like, not again. I would consider myself a veteran now as far as crafting and embossing, and I knew better. I knew better. Well, on with the show. So I am going to go ahead and work on my main piece here, just adding some liquid adhesive. I find that that's the best way to adhere these, the fronts to the backs, because there's such small, there's small holes everywhere, so it's, hard to get a larger type of adhesive in between all of those little spaces. So now I'm going to go ahead and back these, which, like I said, if I had done it again, I would not have backed it, because when I put it on the card front, it's going to have the blue behind it anyways, so I didn't really need to do that. It's just kind of, makes the card heavier, and, a whole extra step that I didn't need to do. But, you live, you learn. Hopefully you learn. I definitely learned this time. Can't say that in like 10 years I'm not going to do it again, but let's hope it's not before then. So, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just kind of, like I said, backing these. And, you could have done these in different colors. I wanted these to kind of blend into the background for this particular card. I didn't want it to be, something that was kind of, in your face. I wanted this main piece here to be the main focus of the card. And that's going to be in the center. And yeah, I pulled I had a little piece that was from that little hanger part at the top of the die cut, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to cut some snowflakes out. So I'm using the, what is that called? I guess it's definitely a die, but it's for like the belly of the ornament, and I'm just putting a piece of glitter paper over the top of the, it's just a scrap piece of glitter paper over the top of the snowflakes, and just, cut them out that way. And so I decided to get a couple of those. And so I'm just kind of showing you what what I made, and I still can't believe that I did that, but you know what? You live and you learn. I gotta get over it. So it would have made my next, the next couple of parts of the process easier, but I was looking at my stamp. I was like, did I get embossing powder on you? And I did. And I think I still have stamps somewhere in my stash that have embossing powder on them from the last time I did that. I was, yeah. So I had to turn this around. Excuse me. My goodness. I really don't mean to yawn. I really don't. But, life is life. It's really hard to stop a yawn. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside of my card base before I put the front on. Just kind of makes it easier. I was debating whether I wanted to put a little sprig here or not. I just was thinking, what would I do it in? Like the bulk of my card is blue or sapphire, and I don't know. If I had thought about it before then, I might have, redesigned the inside, but yeah, I didn't. So that's what we're gonna get for now. If I want to add something, I can later. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm getting foam tape, and yes, I just put a whole bunch of foam tape on this, and I don't know exactly why I put so much, but I did. Like, I really did put a lot of foam tape on there. Um, but you'll kind of see how the foam tape helps pop this up and make it the focal point of the card. Especially since, like right now, we have just, an ornament on the front of a card. And when I add these, it just kind of adds, it looks like it's embossing, but it's not. And see, that's why I think I could have just done a couple of pieces there. I could have just die cut those other two parts and then not had to worry about it. So these I just trim off and add to the bottom. I don't really have a rhyme or reason for the bottom being, what it is. The top one I wanted to make sure it wasn't too close and it wasn't too far away. So, but yeah, I just like how it adds some, what is it called? I want to say attitude to the front of the card, or design to the front of the card without, or just the background, without adding too much. Because if I had put those up on like foam dots, or foam tape, it would have been a lot for the whole card. I think keeping the center, um, what am I thinking? Keeping the center ornament raised really brings out that it is, the main focus of the card. I mean, I love the decoration on these, which is why I wanted it as part of my background. And boy, it does not even look like a card right now, but I'm trying to match up, the ornaments as best I can as far as distance from the middle one and, what it looks like on the sides and the angle of the, die cut pieces and all that kind of stuff. So, and I think that looks way better. So now I'm going to, I don't even know if I do this on camera because I was just trying to make a bow. I don't even know how I managed it, but I figured out how to make a bow on my fingers. It took me like 4 tries to actually just to do it, and I tried to get it online or on the video, and it was being such a pain with this short piece. I was like, okay, well, I just got to get more. And then I was like, well, then I got to get more. And I just kept trying and trying and trying. But I did succeed. I can't even say it. Succeed. I did succeed. Ah. And finally, I did it. I think this is the second try. I don't know if I actually got this one. Oh, this is the one that I actually managed to do. So tying a bow with one hand is rather difficult, just so you guys know. So I'm trying to get this weird kink out of this thing so doesn't have to be quite so short, but I can't. So I just trim it off. Add a little adhesive, which I think, I like the liquid adhesive for that, or the liquid glass for that, because it holds it long term. But I do think maybe one of those mini dots would have been nice. And then maybe put some adhesive over the top of it because it didn't want to dry very fast because it's on plastic. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, see, I try that again. I'm like, it's not in the center, and that's not down, that's up. And so I just try it again. And these little guys like to be, they're the plastic glitter paper, and they like to stick up too, so I do kind of fiddle with those a little bit. But yeah, I love how this turned out. You can do this in any color of paper or whatever you want. You could even take the liquid glass and go in on all of the like die cut areas and you know, make it liquid glass. I thought that would be kind of a cool idea for a card, but yeah, here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this card, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.